A bill from Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, which could increase those COVID relief payments to $2,000, originally $600, with some conditions. That's as U.S. Treasury says some stimulus payments are going out, hitting bank accounts as early as Wednesday. The Republican-controlled Senate returns to session at 3 o'clock on Wednesday afternoon, but most Democrats are in favor of increasing those payments from $600 to $2,000 and are encouraging a vote. But McConnell's bill not only raises the amount of those payments, but also revokes protections for big tech companies and creates a bipartisan election commission, two things Democrats likely will not vote for. Meantime, the U.S. mainland has confirmed its first case of that new COVID variant, first discovered in the UK and thought to be highly contagious. Colorado's governor announced Tuesday that a man in his 20s with no travel history is the first known case. The man is now in isolation outside of Denver, and at least 26 countries have reported cases of that new strand. But it's important to note, while it may be more contagious, it does not appear that that new strand causes people to get sicker. Medical experts say it appears that the new vaccines are effective against that new variant. And back here in the territory, as of Wednesday morning, officials are reporting a total of 2,010 positive COVID-19 cases. And of those cases, 1,875 have recovered so far. Territory health officials are currently tracking a total of 112 active COVID-19 cases across the islands. There have also been 23 deaths from the virus here in the U.S. Virgin Islands. And meantime, Latin America and the Caribbean have topped 500,000 deaths from COVID-19. This is according to Johns Hopkins University data. This makes up more than a quarter of the global COVID-19 deaths, which stand at nearly 1.8 million, again according to Johns Hopkins. And while New York Times Square is usually the place to be on New Year's Eve, this year we'll have most of all of us watching that ball drop on our TV at home. And in preparation for the big moment, when we kick 2020 officially to the curb, officials are testing that ball drop on Wednesday. Now, a small group of frontline healthcare workers will be in Times Square for the celebration. Otherwise, streets surrounding that area are all blocked off, and police are warning people not to head to the ball drop. And it happened after Thanksgiving, Labor Day, and Halloween. A massive surge in COVID-19 cases across the country. And now public health experts are bracing for another increase in cases through the new year and beyond. And today, Mandy Gaither has a few tips on how to ring in that new year safely.
Over the last week, more than 7.1 million people were screened at TSA checkpoints despite CDC warnings to stay home for the holidays.
We could be rolling into February with the events of Christmas still impacting us, even with this vaccine coming out.
Now the concern has turned toward New Year's. The CDC says the safest way to celebrate is at home with people you live with or virtually with friends and family. The agency says travel and gatherings with those who don't live with you can increase your chances of getting and spreading COVID-19 or the flu. If you host a celebration or go to one, talk before the gathering to set expectations. Keep celebrations outdoors if possible. If indoors, open windows and doors. Clean and disinfect frequently touched surfaces. Have guests bring their own food, drinks, plates, cups, and utensils. Keep background music volume low so guests don't need to shout, which may lessen airborne particles. Use single-use options like condiment packets and limit the number of guests. Some health experts suggest less than 10 people, and get a COVID test beforehand.
Your level of protection is as strong as your weakest link, and if you're a weak link, then the virus is going to spread.